So the Miller v. Becerra hearing was today, and this case deals with a challenge to California's assault weapons ban language. Let's talk about this. But real quick before we jump into this video, if you think that California's ban on assault weapons is completely unconstitutional and violates the Second Amendment, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Also, I want to give a big shout out to one of the main sponsors of the channel, and that is Got Your Six. For just $2.99 a month, you get access to amazing beneficial things on their app. All these things are geared towards firearms owners, like up-to-date local, state, and national legislation, as well as an ability to create small and large groups. One of the cool features on their app is the ability to click this button called Initiate Freedom, so that if your Second Amendment rights are ever violated through something like a red flag law, what is essentially an Amber Alert for gun owners goes out to people in that group, and they can do things like start GoFundMes and actually respond if you want them to. So it's a really cool app, and if you'd be interested, I'll go ahead and put a link down below in the details section and in the comments. So all day today, my DMs, my comment section, my Facebook pages, Instagram, all this was getting blown up. People asking what is going on in Miller v. Becerra. Can we go out and purchase rifles yet? Can we go and configure them yet? I mean, people are really just anticipating this case, and we knew that. So if you're not familiar, today we had a hearing on Miller v. Becerra. And Miller v. Becerra deals with a challenge to California's Assault Weapons Control Act. And essentially what the Assault Weapons Control Act does is it bans specific rifles and classifies them as assault weapons. And so this case is huge for California because it is a challenge to that specific ban. One of the first things I want to answer is a lot of people are asking, where's the live stream link? Where can I watch the hearing? There was no live stream of this case, so you won't be able to actually watch it. And so pretty much we were relegated to just trying to get tweets, Instagram posts, secondhand comments about what happened in this hearing. And actually, one of the best sources that we were getting was from Firearms Policy Coalition. Firearms Policy Coalition is part of this action, and so I highly recommend that you guys go join or donate to Firearms Policy Coalition. I'll put a link down in the details as well to Firearms Policy Coalition. So one of the other things I want to clear up is people asking, can I go out and configure my rifles right now? Has an injunction been granted by Judge Benitez? Are we no longer living under this language, under the Assault Weapons Control Act? And the answer to that is no. As of right now, California's law is still in place. Judge Benitez did not issue an injunction today. Like I mentioned in my prior videos, it was very unlikely that he would issue an injunction today. Usually that's just not how this operates. There was the potential, especially because this had been pushed out since the beginning of the year, there was potential there, but the likelihood is that it wouldn't happen, and that's what has happened here, and you can't see anything on the docket. He didn't grant an order, so the language is still in place. But the beneficial thing is finally the motion for preliminary injunction has been heard by Judge Benitez. The evidentiary hearings took place, and now this is completely in Judge Benitez's hands for him to issue an order. Now, when that order will come, we don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. It could be fast, it could be slow. But the good thing is it is now in Judge Benitez's hands. And a lot of us are anticipating some sort of favorable ruling because he has the name St. Benitez for a reason, because like in Rody v. Becerra and Duncan v. Becerra dealt with the magazine bans, which led to the first Freedom Week, and Rody v. Becerra led to a challenge to California's ammunition restrictions, led to a favorable ruling, and led to what was Ammo Day, a single day where people were able to go and purchase ammunition online, get shipped to their houses. So Judge Benitez has an amazing track record when it comes to the Second Amendment, and when you read a lot of his papers in those cases and in this specific case as well, it's very clear that he is favorable to the Second Amendment. So a lot of us are anticipating a favorable ruling. As of right now, no, Judge Benitez did not issue an order today. Now, I'm sure as time develops, we'll get more and more information about how exactly the hearing went, but just from my periphery scans through the day, people sending me stuff, me getting updates through Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, all these things, one thing that seems kind of clear was that the individuals who our side brought as additional witnesses or in the evidentiary hearing did very well. It appears that the varying witnesses that are supporting our position that the Assault Weapons Control Act language should be enjoined did a great job in their discussion with Judge Benitez, and it seems very clear. And there was a discussion reports from people who were in the courtroom that Judge Benitez asked a lot of questions from the witnesses that are supporting our position, and that the witnesses fielded those questions really well. And one Instagram account I want to direct you guys to is the San Diego Gun Owners Association. They are a named plaintiff in this case. They are one of the plaintiffs along with some of the other ones who brought this action against the state of California. And on their Instagram page, they also were giving some updates on the hearing. And they actually put out a post on their Instagram page talking about that the hearing is going very well, that Judge Benitez is doing a great job, and that he's being very critical in his questioning. So it seems sort of positive vibes are coming out of this hearing. And I don't think it's anything we didn't expect, especially with Judge Benitez's track record. And some sort of like secondary information that was coming out came through some Reddit posts where an individual said that he had talked to a plaintiff that was named in this case, and that the plaintiff said that things were going really well, and that Judge Benitez was actually really perturbed with the state of California and the fact that they decided to show up through video conference instead of showing up physically in the courtroom, which I don't know how legitimate that is, especially since an ex parte motion was sought by the state of California and was ultimately granted by Judge Benitez. I don't know why he would be angry about that, but there was also some discussion about that they were having some video issues and there were some distractions with the state of California and the AG's representatives and some distractions that were going on maybe through the video conference. So that maybe could have been some of the issues Judge Benitez was having with that. But all in all, the things that I'm hearing coming out of the hearing is that it's very positive. And like I said, when we get more information, it's probably going to come through people like Firearms Policy Coalition. It's probably also going to come through the San Diego Gun Owners Association. That's a named plaintiff in this as well. But as of right now, the thing I want to make clear that everybody keeps asking me is no, there is no Freedom Week yet, or Freedom Week as we kind of just start coining these things in California. The motion for preliminary injunction has not been granted yet. We don't see an order yet. And actually, as I'm filming this, we just got an update from Firearms Policy Coalition, both on their Twitter page and on their Instagram page. So like I mentioned, it's very important that you guys stay up to date with them because they're going to give us the most up-to-date information. So what Firearms Policy Coalition put out is that CA assault weapons hearing update. Today's evidentiary hearing in Miller v. Becerra went very well. Tomorrow morning, there will be a short scheduling conference. 7 witnesses remain, and the hearing will continue, hopefully wrap up this week. So it appears that there are still witnesses to be heard in this evidentiary hearing, and that the hearing is not yet concluded, like I probably stated earlier in this video, but it appears that it's still going on. They're going to continue the hearing later this week, wrap up with those witnesses, but from all accounts, from what we heard, kind of people who were in the courtroom and also from Firearms Policy Coalition themselves, is that the hearings are going very well. So that's something to be positive about. But like I mentioned, make sure you're staying up to date with Firearms Policy Coalition. Follow them over on their Instagram page. Follow them over on the Twitter pages because they're going to update us. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment down below and I'll try to answer the best of my ability. Also, I want to thank another amazing supporter of the channel, and that is USCCA. USCCA provides legal protection for law-abiding citizens like me and you. Specifically, if you have a CCW permit or if you ever find yourself in a defensive or self-defense situation, USCCA provides legal protection to help you through the court battles that come after the fact. So if you're interested in that, I'll put links down in the details section in the comment section. Also, just like, comment, subscribing, and make sure you hit that notification bell because that helps the channel analytics, helps us spread the word about the Second Amendment, also helps spread the word about things like this that are going on in the state of California. So as always, thanks you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and never forget this nation was built by armed scholars, and this nation will be maintained by armed scholars.